Thank you to everybody that has shown up today. We are here to talk about the homicide investigation involving the death of Kenneth Davidson, Kenny. Behind me are several members of the Kenosha Police Department, including Chief Patrick Patton, Deputy Chief Joe Labator, Inspector Brent Sagadol, Detective Bureau Captain James Beller, and Case Detective Brian Wilson. Also joining us are several members of Kenny Davidson's family, including his mom, Yolanda, sister Kayla, brother Charlie, and family friend, like a brother, Monty. At this time, I'd like to turn the podium over to Chief Pat Patton.
Thank you. As Lieutenant Ecker said, it's P-A-T-T-O-N, Chief Patton with the Kenosha Police Department. I want to welcome you guys here and thank you for coming today as we try to reach out to our community and ask for some help. We're trying to find justice for Kenny Davidson, hopefully bring some much needed closure and answers to the family that's standing beside me. On June 14th of last year at 9:20 p.m., officers of the Kenosha Police Department responded to the 4700 block of 36th Avenue after receiving a report of shots fired. When they arrived, they located Kenny Davidson in a driveway, and he was shot and unresponsive. Sadly, he died as a result of that shooting. A team of our detectives and patrol officers assembled and began an investigation. Canvassed the neighborhood, we spoke to numerous witnesses, we've gathered surveillance video, and taken every piece of evidence we possibly could. This investigation has been long, and we are still actively working the case, but today we're reaching out to the community for help. Kenny was a native Kenosian. He was part of this community as any. Moments before the shooting, Kenny was just watching a Celtics game. He was back home with friends, attending a grandmother's funeral. When the shooting happened, Kenny was simply walking in the neighborhood with a friend. His death has impacted our entire community. The Kenosha Police Department places emphasis on making sure that citizens feel safe at all times. We understand that incidents like this really challenge that sense of security. We want everyone to know that we are still working this case and that we're here with this family, united, ensuring that the person that did this can be held accountable. We often rely on the citizens' help to help us solve cases. This is no different. We need their support, and we need the support of the community to come forward, and we're asking that here today. Anyone with information regarding this case can call the Kenosha Police Department at 262-605-5201. I appreciate everyone coming here today. I think Lieutenant Hecker has said it's going to be tough for us to answer a lot of specific questions related to the case because it is still active and ongoing. But I think it's important that you guys give the platform for this family to remind everyone that Kenny was a person, he was a Kenosian, and he's someone that we are still actively trying to seek justice for. I'm going to invite Kenny's mother up now, Yolanda, and she's going to have some words in a prepared statement.
Good morning. My name is Yolanda McKenzie, mother of Kenneth Davidson. It has been almost 8 months since my son Kenny was killed. The Kenosha Police Department is still investigating the death of my son, but we need your help. We are asking if there is anyone out there that knows anything surrounding the death of my son. Maybe you've heard someone talking in passing and didn't realize they were talking about Kenny. We are humbly asking for help in finding the person or persons involved in this tragedy that has affected our family and our day-to-day existence. Kenny was not only my son, he was a brother, grandson, nephew, uncle, father, and friend to many. For the ones that he loved and cared about, he would give you his last. He was a beautiful soul with a laugh and smile that was contagious. He was hardworking and loved to work out. He was a great athlete and musical artist who had the heart of a lion and the presence of a giant. Kenny was charming, funny, driven, relentless, courageous, adventurous, and authentic. Kenny was loved deeply by many, and although he is in our hearts spiritually, he will always and forever be missed, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. Kenneth Davidson was truly irreplaceable. Thank you.
Okay, we will open the floor for questions at this time. Jillian, do you have a question that you'd like to ask?
Yes. So a lot of people may be frustrated, including the family, about how investigations go when it's difficult to piece it together with what you could say is maybe few leads. Do you have anything you want the public to know about you want them to understand about how this investigation is going.
Okay, so anytime there's an investigation, we have to go based on evidence, information available to us, rely heavily on our citizens and community to help assist with those investigations, no matter the level. It can be a simple retail theft all the way up to a case like this. Anytime there's an investigation that is of this nature, the Kenosha Police Department has major investigation group teams developed that those team members come in and begin assisting the patrol division with those investigations. So as difficult as they are, we look for every possible lead, every bit of evidence, and every bit of support from the community as we can. Okay. Do you have anything?
Do you have any potential suspects or any leads in that regard?
At this time, this is still an ongoing investigation, so we cannot reveal that information.
Is there a feeling that this might have been a targeted killing?
Again, this is an ongoing investigation. At this moment in time, we do not believe, we believe that this is an isolated incident. Whether or not it's targeted, that would be speculation, and I can't answer that.
A lot of times people are afraid to come forward because of repercussions. Is there a way people can anonymously give the Kenosha Police information if they know any details about this homicide?
Yes, the telephone number that we have set up, 262-605-5201. People can call into that line and leave a message, and if they do not want to reveal who they are, they're certainly welcome to do that. Glenda, do you have anything?
Yes, given that it's now going to be maybe nearly 8 months since this happened, for those who are frustrated, why has the investigation just taken so long, so much time going into this?
Each case presents a multitude of different challenges. Recently, we had an investigation that was a homicide a couple days ago in Kenosha that we had that case solved in 4 hours. There's been other cases that are still remain open to this day. It all is dependent on what's available for evidence, who saw it, how it happened, who's involved. So the factors and all the different things that come into play with an investigation as major as this one, time shouldn't be a factor. What we need to remember is that the family standing behind me lost a loved one, and Kenny's not coming back. And we are going to continue to work this case until we can't work it anymore. Anyone else? Okay. At this time, I'm going to conclude this press conference. Again, thank you everyone who came out today. Thank you for helping this family get their message out. I will remind everybody that if you have information related to this investigation that can help us, please contact the Kenosha Police Department at 262-605-5201. Thank you.
So sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much.
Does anybody need a business card from me? I think most of you have it already. So it's Yolanda
Hang on, let me roll on this.